Thank you, Governor, and certainly thank you, Mayor, for your extraordinary leadership. You have clearly met the moment in a time that demands leaders that do meet the moment. I'm Major General Gent Welsh. I wear really two hats. One is the state's Adjutant General, and two, as really the overseer of all things emergency management in the state. So I'm going to speak to you today really from both of those lenses. So today, as the Mayor said, we're on day 10. We are on day 10 of really a tragedy, just really unimaginable destruction. Spokane took a punch in the gut, and what you're seeing out there is a community that is absolutely reacting to that, neighbors helping neighbors, and really the whole of government response here that you see behind you. So when you have a tragedy of, I would call, industrial scale proportion, you absolutely need a response of industrial scale proportion. That response requires an industrial scale response from the federal government, which the governor just outlined. What you're seeing behind me is the response, the industrial scale response from the state government. The mayor is here, local officials, tribal officials. That is the industrial scale response that you should expect from the team that is talking to you today. But to the individuals, this is also going to, individuals affected, this is also going to require an industrial scale response from you. As again, someone that has gone through a house fire in my past, there are going to be a lot of bad days ahead. There are going to be some good days. But let me tell you this, you need to absolutely commit yourself to today. You need to make today better than yesterday, and you need to make tomorrow better than today. You're only going to get through this event, if you're affected by this thing, one day at a time. Small wins are the name of the game. So let me tell you, you've got a lot of challenges ahead of you. Some of you may not even have ID. You may have to prove for the first time in your life who you are. You may have to go get a new ID and prove that you don't have documentation. You may have to go through that process. It's very painful. That's even before you go through the process to rebuild the rest of your life and your house. It's going to take some time. Do not quit and do not become paralyzed. You will go through a range of emotions as you're going through this process, but please, 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 your families are depending on you, your community is depending on you. Do not let this get you down and keep driving on. So moving on to the National Guard response. So the governor sort of outlined some of the things that we've done in Spokane, but I'll come to Spokane at the end, but let me really outline what is going on across the state from a National Guard perspective. So moving from west to east. So right now we've got about 105 firefighters on the Little Giant Fire. These are National Guard firefighters directly supporting our colleagues at the Department of Natural Resources. These folks, 2 weeks ago, were not expecting to be on a fire. These are your citizen soldiers, citizen airmen that are out there firefighting, because every National Guard firefighting crew that you see out there frees up a DNR fire crew or some other U.S. Forest Service fire crew to do the more important work out there. So it's important work. We appreciate our partnership with DNR. Coming now towards central Washington, we have quite the helibase. That's a helicopter base up in Deer Park. We've got another one in Wenatchee. These are aviators that for 14 days straight get up every morning and do nothing but fly helicopters, slinging buckets of water, putting fire out. I was just up at the Colville Tribal Reservation last week, heard story after story after story of tribal members whose homes were absolutely saved by those big green helicopters with two rotors up there. Those stories happen in Spokane as well. I've seen a number of pictures, but those are aviators that are putting their lives on the line. We just lost a civilian firefighting helicopter in Utah this past weekend, but please keep them in your prayers. Landing here in Spokane. So really for the past, really since this event kicked off 10 days ago now, we have had National Guard traffic control points in many ways assisting local law enforcement, keeping folks safe out of disaster areas, really freeing up local law enforcement to help get back to their day jobs of law enforcement. But we've been able to pull those traffic control points back. There are still some in the county. My understanding is by maybe today or tomorrow, we could be out of the traffic control point business. What that does is it frees up a lot of National Guardsmen to do other things, do other priority things in this community. One of those things that we just started today and the governor mentioned is actually working hand in hand with our Red Cross to scale up rapidly those different kits that are arriving on homeowners' what's left of their home doorsteps. Those are kits that are going to help keep you safe. They have all the Tyvek suits, a lot of PPE, but your National Guard is going to be out there now working in communities. You may see them wearing a uniform like me, but doing what needs to be done, helping our Red Cross partners, and really scaling that up as long as we need to. But again, emergency management is an absolute team effort. You've got a dynamite team here behind you. It's been an absolute pleasure to give back as much as I can to this community.